Welcome to another installment of my Mr. Pandaria guides. We're currently on the third day of release, and the expansion feels like a breath of fresh air coming from a very prolonged period of Cataclysm. I've had quite a bit of time to play the new content, so in this video I want to share my impressions as well as some tips and tricks which can help you in your journey. Let's start off with my impressions. In general, I'm really enjoying the launch of this expansion. The launch was a bit messy with some hard bottleneck quests which just ruined the fun. But there were also some very fluctuating levels of server lag. Sometimes you're blasting through the zones having a good time, and other times the game was simply unplayable with insane input lags. I'm not really sure what else to say about that, other than this being a huge limiting factor for many players who can only play during peak hours. The majority of the player base has been resorting to dungeon spamming for levels and skipping Jade Forest completely due to the lag, so it's definitely something that could have seen some improvements. On the bright side, within 24 hours of launch, Blizzard actually patches the bottleneck quests and has been keeping their eyes open to help the players. While this does not fix all the issues with the launch, it gives us a really good indication that they're putting efforts into making MoP an enjoyable expansion. If you were to compare it to the amount of changes made in Cataclysm, you can almost for certain say that MoP is going to feel a lot better throughout the expansion. Long story short, if you were deterred from playing due to the bad launch experience, you should consider giving it another go, as things have already improved and are expected to continue to do so. Apart from the crippling server lag which comes intermittently, and the early bottlenecked quest, the rest of the expansion has felt amazing so far. In this video, I'm gonna share my personal top 5 recommendations at this point in the expansion, which I have benefited from so far. The first recommendation that I can give is to do some Mote of Harmony farms, so you can get your Spirits of Harmony early on. I was surprised at the amounts of Spirits of Harmony which I got from leveling to 90 and getting all my professions up and running. I think I got about 2.5 Spirits of Harmony or something along those lines. Naturally, I wanted to find a good way to farm these so I could craft my blacksmithing recipes and prepare my pre-raid bis gear. Coincidentally, I stumbled upon a really strong option to farm Motes of Harmony, arguably even the best. If you have a better method which you would like to share with the groups, then feel free to do so in my comment section. I'll let some test footage roll in the background while I speak on the matter. So, from our first night of trying this method out, I grouped up with my guildmate and we did a 3.5 hour test, and the results really amazed me. We were averaging about 60 to 70 Motes of Harmony an hour, and I wanted to share the method with you guys since it's publicly available on both Wowhead and WoW Professions. The farming place requires flying to access, and it's located in the Valley of the Four Winds. It's located right here on the map in the western side of the valley. The great thing about this farm is that the big packs of mobs spawn really frequently, and even if the spot is contested, you can pull together big packs from the spread out mobs in the area. You should definitely use Potions of Luck while doing this farm, since it's going to let you loot treasures that contain crafting reagents and additional Motes of Harmony. I would also strongly recommend that you get Engineering with Goblin Glider if you're a melee, since you're at the risk of falling off the entire cliffside due to the mob's knockback attack. The farm is really easy. You simply fly from spawn to spawn and pull as many mobs as you can. Blast them down, loot, and repeat. The mobs are quite tough, which is why I would recommend to 2-man group it, having a tank and range DPS for example. But if you were to solo, you need to use your CC kit on your class, and this farm should be easy enough to do as well. Apart from all the loot which you can get, the treasures and the Spirits of the Harmony, the mobs are also skinnable, which can be a nice extra profit or way to level up your profession. My second recommendation is related to leveling. If you're questing, get the RestedXP guides. It's really that simple. The quest guidance itself is fantastic and really makes it feel smooth to level. There's also an overlooked aspect of the guides, which are the reputation guides that are included. Most likely, you'll spend quite some time grinding reputations in this expansion, so this guide will easily show you all the steps to get it done. My strongest recommendation is to find 1 or 2 other people who are also using the guide and level together. Being in a group while questing just drastically accelerates your XP per hour, and at the same time, it can be more enjoyable. My third recommendation is also related to leveling. If you're not a quester and the RestedXP guide is not for you, you can spam dungeons to get quickly to level 90. The 2 methods in question are going to be the so-called monkey runs from level 85 to 87 and palace runs from 87 to 90. The monkey runs are quick dungeon runs in Stormstout Brewery. You'll find a full pre-made group, queue up, run all the way up to the first boss, and you'll gather all the mobs available in a big pile and kill them. When they start running away when the boss spawns, you should CC them when they try to run out of the room and try to get as many stragglers as possible. Once that's done, you leave the instance group, re-queue, and repeat. The palace runs are quick dungeon runs in Mogu'shan Palace, and here you'll also find a full pre-made group, queue up, pull everything up until the first boss, stack it up, kill it, and repeat. Compared to the monkey runs, these are a lot harder to master since you have mobs that will stun and banish your group members, but the XP per hour is really worth it if you want quick levels. If you're trying this out, make sure to find a group which can do longer sessions together and synchronize all your abilities so that you find a good rhythm. Each of these dungeon runs are really quick, only taking a few minutes each, so you'll be running it many times on your journey to level 90. My fourth recommendation is related to reputation grinds. I would recommend everyone to start your daily quests once you hit level 90 to get your reputation off the ground. Most factions are going to give access to Valor gear with reputations, so you don't want to fall behind in that department. Also, the dailies give gold, so it's a good way to earn a daily income and it really stacks up over time. When trying to do the August Celestials rep, you need to do the introductory quests, which start here in Kunlai Summit and finish down here in the Vale of Eternal Blossom. After the introductory quests are done, you'll be doing your daily quests in the quest hub located in the town long steps. When you're trying to do the Golden Lotus rep, you need to complete the same questline for the August Celestials, but a few steps extra. After it's completed, the daily quest hub is in the Golden Pagoda where you can pick up your quests. My penultimate recommendation is to get your legendary questline started. You can accept the initial quest inside the Shrine of Two Moons. You simply walk up the eastern staircase and go to the nearby balcony, and then you accept the quest from Kurong Caskhead. You'll need to get reputation with the Black Prince faction after a few steps, which is a passive ordeal, so you should get started ASAP. You also need to collect sigils from the upcoming raid bosses and celestial dungeons once these come out. My final tip is that if you're more of a casual player and you don't really have the time to farm gold, you shouldn't fall for all the recommendations to do professions and all that stuff. This might be a bit of an unpopular opinion, but getting money from profession trading is a bit of a trek, and it will require a lot of your time and attention. If you're more of a casual player, you're more well suited to just do dailies and questing in order to get your gold levels up. And that's gonna wrap up this video. I'm currently spending a lot of time in game, and production might fall a bit behind due to that. But if there's anything that you'd like to see, let me know in the comments and I'll make sure to get around to it. If you enjoyed the video, please leave a like and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss out on future content. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see y'all next time.